got a tip, there's no debate. I know a gent that'll set you straight. It's Vinny Valentine. Good fellow who's got what it takes. A New Yorker to make no mistake. It's Vinny Valentine. And if you're feeling real blue, call on Vinny. He's gonna tell you who's better than you. Elizabeth Street, Little Italy. Hangs with his pals, yeah, that's where he'll be. It's Vinny, a friend of mine. Stand-up guy from the Lower East Side. Take it from me, he's one of a kind. It's Vinny Valentine.
Who's better than you? Welcome to Tell It Like It Is, Vinny and Mariana show.
Hello, Vinny.
How are you? Happy New Year.
Second week in a row. Happy New Year to you, too.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
2015 is going to be incredible for both of us. You know that, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Do I ever.
We're both going to be nice and healthy, and we're going to just do amazing things this year.
That's right. And we'll sing to you, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of singing.
Sing that song that, what?
Christopher Macchio, that he was here last
yeah.
week. He left us DVDs of his debut album, Dolci Momenti, Sweet Moments. So please check that out. Please check out his website, ChristopherMacchio.com, and listen to his lovely CD. As you heard last week, we heard 2 songs, and they were absolutely incredible. So I just wanted to put that out there.
He was wonderful.
He was wonderful.
And he said, what was that, Maria?
Maria from West Side Story.
I never stop saying Mariana. Oh. Anyway, like I said, Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
And it's going to be a much better year. You know, I hate to bring this up. You know, I know that these police officers out there, they're doing their job, and you know, but in every, sometimes you find a rotten egg. You know, not all, but sometimes you find a rotten egg. Now, with this guy, Eric Gunn, I don't want to start taking sides or go into a whole thing. But here's a guy that's married and has 4 kids. And if he's on the corner selling loose cigarettes, as far as I'm concerned, it looks like he's just trying to make ends meet, you know? I mean, how much could he possibly be making out there? $10, $15, $20 for the day? All right, so if the cops see him and he's doing something against the law, you want to arrest him, okay, fine. You want to put the handcuffs on him and he refuses to have the handcuffs put on him, pepper spray him. There's no reason to put this guy in a chokehold and send him down to the ground and he's yelling out, I can't breathe, and he drops dead, you know. My condolences to the family, but I don't know, That seems to annoy the hell out of me, man. You know, number one, and then just briefly, I want to say this: De Blasio. I have to say it again. I don't like him.
Join the club, man.
And there's a lot of cops that I know that they don't like this guy at all. I don't think he's going to get another term in office. Yeah. But before he got into office, he said that if I'm elected as mayor, first thing I'm going to do is eliminate horse and buggies. Horse and buggies have been around for 150 years. I mean, where else is this guy say I'm going to eliminate horse and buggies? You're coming in as a mayor. It would have been nice if you would have said, help the homeless, help the hungry out on the street. You know, you're worried about the freaking horses, you know, and these animal activists. I'm with them all the way, 100%, except for when they come for the horses, because they said, going back to the stables, going down 7th Avenue, making a right turn on 50-something Street, they're getting spooked out by horns, bicycle riders and trucks and all that. You want to know something? Central Park is big enough. Put a little stable in there for them horses, animal activists. Well, you want to know something? You know, these people think that they're gonna put, if they eliminate the horses, that they're gonna live happily ever after on a farm. That's bull. You know what's gonna happen to them? They're gonna make chewing gum out of them. You know, bubble gum and glue. Yep. You know, they're gonna go to slaughterhouses. You know, and maybe those people should be smoking pot. These animal activists. Maybe they'll think a little bit different. You know, I don't know. Something's wrong, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about this whole thing. But you know, this is why my show is called "Tell It Like It Is."
That's right.
And I do. And if
Oh, you
anybody
tell it like it is
doesn't
all the
like it,
time.
they can come on my show and have a debate with me.
That's right.
And where did de Blasio get the money to run for his campaign? You know, I think these guys that came out with the electric go-karts. Well, he didn't have 2 cents to his name.
We should bring him on this show, have a debate.
Oh, what I...
You'll run him out of town.
He would never come on my show now. Now, well, let me put an end to all of that. Now,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I hope we have a much better New Year.
3 more.
And I'm not going against the police department. Believe you me, I just didn't like that chokehold, and they had his face actually on the ground, and he's yelling, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe." You know, like I said, my condolences go out to his family. Now, you know who we have in our audience tonight? We have 5 guys here tonight, and this guy named John, which I'll introduce you to him in a moment. Did I introduce Mariana?
Oh, yes.
I
Hi,
did. Oh,
everyone.
okay.
Don't you worry,
My
Vinny.
co-host. Without her,
Don't worry, Vinny.
I don't think straight.
You didn't forget about me.
I
You
did-
never
no,
will.
I never
so-
did. You're right.
Yeah.
He did this movie called Monsters of Mulberry Street. Yeah. And I asked him, you know, with the clips that he's going to show, am I in any of the clips? He goes, nah. There's a couple of like still shots of you. I said, why? He said, because we're going to save the best for last, or something like that. Is that a...
Well, he would give away the story. If
Okay,
you
I'm
showed
giving away the story. Okay, so we're not going to get into that, but you know
We'll
what?
stay
and
with
it's
the
called
first one.
Say what?
Saving the best for last.
Saving the best for last. That's what my girlfriend, I mean, my wife used to say. I'm sorry. I tell you, that's what happens when you smoke too much of that shit.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to introduce these guys. They're great. We got John, Frank, Kevin, and Pasquale.
Alfredo.
Alfredo. I was close. At least I got 4 out of 5. Right? Alfredo.
I've been called
Good
worse.
percentage.
There you go. And these are the guys that were all in the movie, and John was the one that directed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us a
You were
little
there
bit
with
about
me,
it.
Vinny. Yeah.
Say what?
You were there.
Well, I know that.
On
I know
set,
that.
you were in the film.
Yeah, but I felt like I was the only Indian. It seemed like there was like 5 chiefs and 1 Indian. I felt like I was the Indian.
Oh my God.
So, John,
Well, part of it was in your mother's house.
Yeah, it was in my mom's house.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry.
There you
so
go.
pretty much this was a passion project for you.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
took about around a year and a half, fully, or even longer than that, from start to
let's
finish.
see. April 2013, we started shooting, and then almost 2 years.
Almost 2
Took
years.
a pretty long time. Yeah.
So what's the story behind?
Why it took so long?
No. What's the story behind the actual film? Where did the inspiration come from?
Oh! Jonathan right here is the writer for
Yes.
the film. So he can.
You were the
explain.
writer
What,
of Monsters of Mulberry
Me and
Street.
Frankie collaborated. So, yeah. Oh, it's
See, but you didn't know me
inspired by,
until I came into the picture. Is that correct? Well, you knew who I was, but you didn't know that I was going to be in the film. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or did you know?
I knew. I saw you on the street, and I was like, I gotta grab this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, we grew
Hey,
up.
that
You know,
grab
Wait.
this
So
guy.
this was out of coincidence. You basically
They all
were
like to
filming.
grab
We were
Baby.
filming. Yeah. This
Mickey,
guy.
they all
we were
like
filming,
grabbing me,
and then he saw Vinny. I don't even know who Vinny was. He saw Vinny on the street, and he said,
Frankie did.
"It's Vinny Vella. It's Vinny Vella over there." I was like, "What are you talking about?" So he said, "That's Vinny Vella. You gotta get him in the film." Vinny came over and said, "Hey, what are you guys doing? You want me to be in the film?" It was perfect. He just did a scene with us.
Oh, yeah.
And then we exchanged contact information. He told us about the show, and we ended up doing another scene, which I wrote for him much later.
Right.
So it all worked out. It was random.
And then you changed it around a little bit because you wanted to do the Neapolitan dialect.
Yeah.
Because you knew that
Yeah,
Vinny
my mother's
was
family's
speaking-
Neapolitan.
Yeah.
But basically, when we were shooting, I wrote it in Neapolitan. Then Vinny said, "What the hell is this? We got to translate it." Then I translated it into English, and then someone else who was there, who he was acting beside, helped us to translate it so that we could sort of get a better understanding of it and stuff like that. But yeah.
And when I was filming it, every time I kept saying something, everybody started laughing. So I had to keep doing it over and over and over. But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Your mother didn't hear
Movie magic,
all those
yeah.
things I was saying, did she?
Oh yeah, but she's Italian. She's so
She
used
did,
to it.
okay,
It
all
doesn't
right.
make a
All
difference.
right. All right. So,
So Jonathan, getting back to the
Yeah.
whole inspiration, I know it's based off of Frankie. You played the lead role.
Yeah,
Mario
Frankie.
Latona.
Yeah, Mario Latona.
Yes.
Yeah, well, basically, we're just trying to bring back like the old school, like New York movies, like the crime dramas, because I feel like you don't see them no more. So basically, we're trying to bring back like the not the stereotypical type of, like, we want to show you what's really going on in the streets, you know, like
Yeah.
nothing's glamorized. We just give you bluntly what's going on. So, you know, it involves like a lot of drugs, a lot of the underground activity, you know. So I don't want to give too much away, but you know, like the acting's been incredible, you know. Frankie and Kevin, they've been doing a great job, as well as Alfredo. Like, it's been a phenomenal process, and John's been killing it on the directing front. So I'm excited to like have the world like see the final project, you know.
And you kind of, you mentioned to me when we spoke that you kind of wanted to do an homage to the New York City and also to films like French Connection, which Vinny was in.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh.
French Connection was a
What
huge
was that?
inspiration.
You were in
French
French Connection,
Connection.
Vinny?
that was the first one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
And
See?
I was
Look
a
at that.
I saw
sanitation
him like 2
worker.
months ago.
And I was at the right place at the right time. And somebody asked me
Look
if I
at that.
wanted
That's so
to
funny.
be in the film, and I only said 2 words, and that put me right in the union. And those 2 words were,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Of course they
That was
were.
his first film.
That was it.
I gotta rewatch it and see.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But you know what they did? They kept breaking my chops before I did the scene. They said, you got your lines down. Got your lines down. Oh shit. Come on. So when the time came time for me to do it, I
you
went,
forgot your
damn
lines?
it. They said, no, it's oh shit. And stopped breaking my chops.
Oh shit.
That's what they get to keep bothering me.
Yeah, they distracted you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it was so many after. Then
Yeah.
I started climbing from that point on, you know. But then it was the movie Casino that put me over the
Oh
hump.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be. I'm not the monster, Mulberry Street. Am I? No.
You wanted them. You wanted them.
We won't get into that.
No, not yet.
But at least
Yeah,
this
yeah,
might
that's-
put me back over the hump again.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
So I went down. I got to start and climb up the other side again.
Yeah, it's a
When you
free-flowing
have the
wave.
screening, you got to let me know because me and Mariana will come.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Of course.
And do you know where you would have it or when you're going to have it?
No, we're in the process of post-production right now.
Okay.
But we'll let you know.
When you're ready to do the screening, I have a place where it holds a couple 100 people. And you could do it for nothing. I'd get you the place for nothing.
Okay. We also have a place in like
We won't
Upper
get into that
Westchester.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All
we'll
right.
figure it out.
Do you have a time frame? Because I know Jonathan was telling me that you're now starting to submit to festivals. Do you have a deadline
We're
for the
submitting,
Tribeca Film Festival coming up?
Bits and pieces of it because some festivals will take a rough cut, some will take an incredibly rough cut. So we're submitting the incredibly rough cut, and we're trying to see if maybe they'll just see a little gem there and at least say, well, at least I saw that. But that's what we're doing right now, yeah. But it'll probably be. I don't want to give a specific, like maybe 2 months when we're like absolutely, completely, we know I'm never going to touch this again.
Yeah.
You know,
Which would be
I'm just
fantastic.
thinking about something.
What?
Do you know who's been calling me up and wanting to come here tonight?
Who?
Cindy.
Cindy, yeah, she said she was going to come tonight.
She told you she was going to come.
Yeah.
Just so we know, who's Cindy?
Cindy is in the film as well. She's another
Okay.
actress in the film. She's one of Vinny's older friends. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. I was hoping that's how you'd say it.
Well
I've
then.
done. Yeah. Oldest friend. You're right. And I mean, she's a weird chick, man. Yeah, that's it. Doesn't your husband mind like when you call me up and I don't get what the hell he thinks. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to get into this stuff now.
No, she's fun. She's a cool girl.
What?
Yeah, she's a cool girl. She's fun.
She's a good girl.
She's fun, Vinny.
Oh,
cool,
fun.
cool.
Oh, she's fun. No, you're right. No, she's a good girl.
Yeah.
Well, how did you all meet? Because I know, Frankie, you auditioned for a student project that John was doing.
Yeah,
Is that how
yeah,
you
yeah,
initially came in contact with each other?
Yes,
4
yes.
years ago.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was, I was supposed to be an understudy, and it was he was doing a recreation for On the Waterfront, and I had just broken into acting, and I was doing a lot of hanging out in the streets and stuff, so I didn't really know about movies, and he had wrote in big capital letters in the message no Brando impressions. And I knew Marlon Brando, but I was like, I didn't see the movie, so I was like, all right, I don't have to worry. I didn't even want to see it until afterwards. I mean, I was interested. I was like, I have to watch this, but I didn't want to do that. And I was all excited, and I was going to be an understudy. And then he called me the night before and was like, I don't even know if you want to show up because I don't want to waste your time. You're going to drive all the way out to Brooklyn, and, we're going to shoot this other kid. And I went out there anyway. I stayed up all night, and I was studying for hours because he had just thrown me the sides
What
the
have
night
you done
before.
before this?
I was in acting school. I went to Stella Adler at that time. I went to Stella Adler for a few years, and I was studying nonstop. That's where I met Kevin.
No other
So it was
movies
like-
or anything like that?
Yeah.
I did. Well, I was doing a lot of short films, and then I broke in. I did, and then I did like an indie picture. And then that kind of fell through. So I was
Yeah.
having bad luck,
Yeah.
or where things. Once I broke into doing indie films, a lot of them weren't they weren't panning out. And then when we started writing this and we started putting the team together, I had done On the Waterfront the recreation, and I went to John and I said I just met the director for Monsters, and I met him today, and then I had him at Stella Adler, and I just started like thinking, and I said I gotta, I introduced him to John, and he.
So you basically kind of
yeah,
brought
yeah.
everybody together in a way.
Yeah.
It seems like.
And
Well,
ironically,
the funny thing
John
is,
had
long
met-
story
yeah.
short, I knew Kevin from like 2 years ago.
Oh, you're kidding.
From,
No, 2 years before that. So it's
2
like
years
5.
before we even met each other.
So it was all in a circle, but you just hadn't really connected.
We didn't.
until
I didn't.
this
And then I
film.
saw
no
Kevin, and
idea.
I thought, wow, this guy looks a little familiar, but maybe he's an actor, so
Yeah.
maybe that's what.
Ah.
Yeah.
Alfredo,
I was a fill-in.
I didn't wake you up, did
They
I?
called me at the bottom of the night. Here I am.
No, you look very comfortable. I'm sorry. Say something. I mean,
Well, you're
Ask me a
John's
question, I'll
uncle.
say something.
I know you're his uncle. Now, are you one of the producers of the movie?
I do not play a technical role. I was asked by John at the when they were filming, they had someone else to play the role that the last minute kind of wasn't available. He says, you want to, do this for me? And it turned out that I thought it was going to be fun and met a great bunch of guys, and they, they impressed me. They really worked
yeah.
hard.
And
Oh,
I
yeah.
met you
And he
guys
does
outside of Sal's, right?
South
Yeah.
Pizzeria, yeah, on Mulberry
Yeah.
Street. Or right near Mulberry Street, but yeah, off of it. Yeah.
Yeah, outside of
Well,
South,
what?
yeah.
10 feet? Come on, right there. It's on Mulberry and Broom, right on the corner. Well, off the corner, about 10 feet. You know what? I want to see these clips.
Okay.
What-
The first.
Tell us a little bit about
Yeah,
it.
let me tell you about the first clip. The first clip is the
How long is this whole thing?
first clip's like 4 or 5 minutes, I think.
Okay.
It's a welcome home party for one of the characters. His name is Tony Tats. He actually he just passed away actually about a week or two ago. So
Is in the movie or
in
Oh,
real
in
life,
real
in real
life.
life,
in real
yeah,
life?
yeah, he
Not
just
the
passed
guy I
away.
was, right?
No,
He was in the
not
younger
him, not
crew.
him. He's 9 years old.
He's a
And he's
younger
still.
guy.
Okay. What's my character name? I forgot.
Look at me. Paulie.
Oh, Paulie. Naturally.
Paulie.
Paulie.
Vinny, Polly.
Paulie, Tony,
So you want to forgive?
You're a natural.
Paulie, Tony. Well, I could have guessed that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Paulie, all right.
I would use John, but I didn't think that was too original, so I used
No,
Paulie.
no.
But well, let me get back to track. So this is the welcome home party for the character. He's in jail, and the two of them, Kevin and Frankie, are the main characters. Kevin starts doing some stuff behind his back, or he gets into drugs, and then Tony, who's in this welcome home party, moves in as his new right-hand man.
It's Mario's new.
So that's what this is about right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what this clip is.
Okay.
It's like the
Can we show
fallout
that
between
clip?
Mario and Johnny.
Guys, great. The old man had too much wine. He still does it. He can still do it. He can still do it. Hey, listen, why you? We got some ladies here. He's been in jail 5 years. We're gonna take care of him, ladies. Come on, take care of him.
Just came home.
Come on, brother. He's a beautiful girl. She came here to see you
Absolutely,
tonight.
yeah.
I can take care of you.
Oh yeah. Come on over here then.
Ladies, why take care of you or what? I take care of him. Yeah, that's right there.
Baby.
Yeah, thank Jamie.
Oh, thank you.
Thank Jamie. 'Cause
Thank
she
you.
took care of it.
Thank
I
you.
met her. These girls are great. I'm telling you right now, they're great girls. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We have a good time or what? Everybody put their drinks up.
Yay.
Welcome
Salute.
home, Tony.
Salute.
Welcome home.
Cheers.
This is for Tony.
Tony, welcome home.
Welcome home, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now in the hatch, you're in a snatch.
My uncle, he's a great guy, yo. The guy, he's gonna get a fucking record deal with Rod Stewart. You know who Rod Stewart is? He's a singer. He's a fucking singer, and he's gonna get like $1 million, a couple $1 million, and when he gets that money,
Excuse me, sir. Sir. Excuse me.
Was I making out or just?
You probably gotta pay the bill here.
What bill?
Bill for the party.
My bill?
Yeah, everybody.
This is my bill?
Yeah,
And who you want me to pay for it?
yeah. Somebody's gotta pay.
Alfredo wants somebody to pay this bill. He thinks it's mine. I can't pay this bill. It's not my bill. I can't pay this bill. This is too much.
Hold on. You tell him I'd give him to tomorrow. What's his problem? Albo's my uncle.
He wants the money now. What do I tell him? Tomorrow.
Whoa! What's going on around here? Nah. You guys ain't sleeping on my. You ain't sleeping on Silk Shirt Johnny time. Tony, how you doing, buddy? Oh, Tony. What the fuck? Come on, wake up, baby. Wake up. Silk Shirt Johnny's in the place, baby.
You were fucking late.
Come on, give me a kiss.
What the fuck is the matter with you? You show up late like this? You think this is okay?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What happened?
You girls on me.
Hey, go. Keep this girl's mouth shut. Come on, who is this girl? She's gonna talk to my girl like that?
Shut. Put a leash on your freaking
Get
her out.
You better fucking tell him. You better tell him not to talk to me like that.
What'd you do?
I was just saying hello to him.
You should have showed up here at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning.
You fucked up. You fucked up. Why are you coming here? You've been for 5 years. You're gonna come up to me now like this? What the fuck you mean? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
Oh, get out. Johnny, get out.
What the fuck?
Johnny, get out.
Johnny, get the fuck out. Motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
Bitch, man.
Johnny, get out.
No.
I can't even have a drink with you.
Yeah, watch your back.
Johnny.
Watch your back, yeah.
Fuck you. Hell out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get off me. Get out.
What's the matter with him, bitch? 5 fucking years and he comes back with this fucking attitude. Fuck him.
Disrespectful. Fuck. Okay.
I don't remember if it was Mariana. I don't remember. All right. All right. That was, you remind me of like Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Where all his,
Trying to bring it back,
yeah,
Vinny.
yeah.
We're not playing around.
all right.
You know?
All you needed was a couple of guns in there.
Oh, we got a bunch of guns.
There's too much.
We won't get into that either.
Yeah.
And the whole premise is Mario's dream to become a mafia boss, pretty much.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
And it's funny because when I was reading what you had written to me, it's really funny how art imitates life because basically
believe me, it's
because you went through so many struggles and
ridiculous.
obstacles to make this movie, which is
Yeah.
your dream, the three of you together.
Yeah.
That it's the same thing as Mario. He's trying to live this dream of him becoming a mafia boss. So it's pretty interesting how the connection.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things, believe me.
It is, especially
That
like, I
happened,
think Mario's frustration with the way, you know, he feels like he was born in the wrong generation, and you know, there's like a standing egg count in the mafia today, and there's a lot of like Albanians and Russians, and it doesn't have like the same reputation. So
Right.
I guess like, you know, I relate to that in the way I feel about movies and the way they're made today, and you know,
How different they
it's
are.
very similar because
Yeah,
it's a
absolutely.
disappointment in some, you know, most of the time. But we got to bring it back, right, Vinny? Got to get over the hump.
Yeah, well, I think you guys did a hell of a nice job. Plus, I mean, I don't think I'm going to see now, but the only thing I remembered was doing those scenes in your mother's house.
In my
I
mother's
don't
house,
remember
because the other
with
scenes
the
there
girl.
was no
Oh, wait.
dialogue.
On
Wait,
Mulberry
There you
Street,
go.
was
He
standing
probably
with
just
me.
got a
Across the street from Sal's.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh, like she had to walk by me and said something.
Exactly.
But how did I
Exactly.
start making out with her if I don't even know her?
You just said I'm
You
gonna
were
kiss this
asking
girl, and I
for
said, all
touches
right, then
all
work it
the
out
time,
yourself.
Where was I making out with her? In the street?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Wow. Is she around
Can't
again?
believe you
I'll
don't
give you her
remember.
number. Yes, she's still around.
Wow.
He's in
blonde
shock
girl,
right
yeah,
now
Was- was-
that he
was-
doesn't
Wait, I
remember.
have to answer the question because I don't remember. Was she hot at least?
She don't ask me this. Yeah, she was hot.
We're on
yeah.
camera right
Call
now.
Yeah. Call her
Oh,
up.
Vinny.
Tell her we have to do that scene again.
I'm gonna give you her number. Yeah,
Oh,
you
my
can
God,
call
I
her
don't
up.
want the
Don't
number,
worry.
please. I'm in
Well,
enough
speaking
trouble.
of information,
I'm
just
in
so our
enough
viewers know, you have an IMDb page, you're on Facebook, Twitter page, as far as on Twitter. As far
Yeah.
as Monsters of Mulberry Street.
Yeah, well, maybe I think we'll put
Okay.
the Facebook page up. It's just facebook.com/Monsters of Mulberry Street.
Okay,
So it's real easy to remember. It's just the name of the movie.
right.
We have a Twitter, we have everything else, but.
And are you planning, because I know you want to keep on doing a little bit more raising money, funding for the editing process. Are you going to continue doing a Kickstarter campaign
we're
or something
gonna
like that?
jump into it. We were waiting to get our. You need like a tax ID number to go on Kickstarter, and it's this whole big.
Yeah,
like,
now it's a process
thing.
because a lot of people are.
So we had
doing
to like form our own business just so that we could, and get an LLC for the film and do all that, and
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. Yeah, probably once the film is completely final cut, we'll do that.
Unbelievable. My memory's starting to come back.
There you go. There you go.
Took a little bit.
Huh?
Took a little bit, but now
Took
you're
a
getting
little time,
you're
yeah.
in the groove
Took a
again,
little
Vinny.
time, yeah. Wow, I tell you,
know
man,
you
getting
wanted to do
old
a lot of
sucks,
cuts
man.
on that.
Getting old sucks, man. I better start smoking pot.
Oh, I think
You gotta
I'll
start
remember.
soon.
I gotta try something to get
They
my
just
memory back.
they just legalized it federally, medical marijuana. Federally, in every state.
I don't think that they should legalize it. I
It's
just
too
think
late.
that-
It happened.
Well, you got enough nut jobs in New York. You got people throwing other people in front of trains.
come on, what are
A
you gonna-
guy chasing down the street with an axe, chasing somebody
With an axe? What are you talking about?
There was a guy
Oh,
a
the
couple
guy?
months ago. He was chasing somebody down the street with an axe. Another guy chose a Chinese guy in front of a train. You get these people are nuts.
Nice.
And then,
It's
now
New
they're
York
gonna
City,
legalize
yeah, what
pot.
do you expect?
Sure. Yeah, we got enough wackos in New
We
York.
need to calm down. It might mellow them out.
I think so.
Legalize. They should. I don't think they should put them in jail. If you see them smoking that on the street, give them a ticket. But I don't think they should legalize it because there's enough wackos out there
No, they
right
did
now.
that. Yeah, if that
Huh?
happens, they changed the law so that if you see I think it's under 25 grams or something like that. if you have-
25
Under an
grams.
ounce.
Yeah, yeah. If it's
It's almost an ounce.
Yeah, look at
Wow,
that.
it's almost an ounce. Right.
I walk
An ounce is
around
what?
28
28 grams.
28.
I don't know.
Oh wow.
How do I know so much about this shit?
How do you
Yeah,
know
I'm
about the
wondering
metric
about that
system?
too.
Yeah, how do you know so much about the metric system?
I was good at school.
Well, thank you all again for joining us this
problem.
evening. Happy New Year to everyone. 2015 is going to be a very promising year for all of us.
thank
Right,
you.
Vinny?
That's right. Well,
There
looks
it
like the end of the
is.
show. We want to
Thank
thank
you so
everybody
much
for coming
again.
down. All right.
Thank you to our audience.
Thank you. Johnny.
Thanks.
Johnny.
Thank you.
Johnny,
Yes,
Kevin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alfredo. Hey, I remember. All right.
Yeah, that's where we'll be. It's Vinny, a friend of mine.